Just Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. It's too sweet. Anyway, your Stanley Cup Final is now set for 2023. And really, I'm stoked I got both the teams right. I mean, it's not a rare thing, but it's always a good thing when it happens. But either way, your Vegas Golden Knights have won their second Clarence S. Campbell Bowl in their short 6-year history. So, as far as an expansion team's concerned, that's pretty damn impressive. But either way, let's talk about it. So, like we always do, the Clarence Campbell Bowl is awarded annually to the winner of the Western Conference Finals. And for the Vegas Golden Knights, it's their second one in team history, which is 6 years. Remember how much I talk about the 6-year plan that Bill Foley had in mind when he decided to get a team in Vegas? You think he might have been onto something? Hard to say. Now, before we get any further, if you're of the superstitious mind and believe the curse of touch the trophy, don't touch the trophy, well, this year they didn't touch it. Whereas in 2018, there were hands on it. Of course, there wasn't also a captain like there is now, but, see if this makes a difference if you're of the superstitious mind. But it is worth talking about how we got here. Vegas's playoff run started in Winnipeg, where they took out the Jets in 5 games, outscoring them 19-14. Now, goal differential could have been a little more favorable for Vegas's end, I'm sure, but there's always that 1-game period that I've noticed in this year's playoffs anyways, with the exception of one series, where it's always a feel-out period before, you see how teams really play. And then for the semifinals, the Golden Knights ended up playing the Oilers, who they dispatched of in 6 games. Now, the weird thing about this one, and Oilers fans, you're going to hate me for saying this was the playoff series that had McDavid and Eichel, number 1, number 2 from the 2015 draft, and Eichel's going to the Cup before McDavid is. Let that sink in. But again, goals seem to be the issue, with Vegas outscoring Edmonton only by 3. 22-19 was your final goal differential. So, if Vegas has a chance, it has to start in defense. But we'll cross that bridge in the next video, I'm sure. And then, of course, ending with the conference final, which saw Vegas take out Dallas in 6 games. Now, the biggest storyline I'm finding through this series was the emergence of Adin Hill. He came in relief in the semifinals and has backstopped Vegas to the Cup Finals, which includes 2 shutouts against the Dallas Stars. Now, if you've been listening, I've been hyping on goal differential. Well, differentials seem to make a difference here as Vegas outscored Dallas 21-12. But again, 2 shutouts will help that process along. So, Hill is catching fire at the right time, the very right time. And I mean, this could land him a starting job, if not in Vegas, then somewhere else in the league. I mean, go from a backup to going to the Stanley Cup Final. That'll get you paid. Now, for the Golden Knights themselves, they have 6 players still remaining with the team from the initial Cup run of 2018, which includes William Karlsson, Jonathan Marchessault, Riley Smith, William Carrier, Braden McNabb, and Shea Theodore. So the Cup experience is there on top of, having guys who already have Cups to their name on both teams. It's just, when you have the 6 guys who've experienced loss already, it kind of makes a bit of a difference. So this could be a very good thing for the 6 guys plus the rest of Vegas if they play their cards right. But either way, your final set, Vegas Golden Knights, are your 2-time Clarence Campbell Bowl champions. Let me know your thoughts on Vegas winning the Clarence Campbell Bowl. It's another one of Just Hockey Shows. I want to thank you for tuning in. Don't think I don't appreciate the gesture, especially if you're right here. And if you are, that's an amazing thing, and I do thank you very much. So do us a favor, hit that like button. And if you haven't already, there's that red button that says subscribe all over it. Hit that thing too. make you feel good, and we're making that push to 250. Hopefully by the end of the year. So let's make that happen. That social that I never use, it's in the description down below. Let's move forward. Well, I've got at least 2 prediction videos coming for you. Before I get immersed in a Stanley Cup final and convincing myself to write more scripts, pick up where I left off before the season ended. But either way, in the meantime, in between time, be looking for videos from Trev. Later.